everyone, welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope this finds you healthy and happy and brimming and filled with love. And I'm here to read your daily sun sign love connections. So for those that are new, welcome. I have a format that I do. I pick 2 sun signs every day and I read for them the specific messages under 3 major categories for my beautiful tarot and oracle divinations. And today we're on the featured sign as I go around my astrology wheel for the second time. We're doing mid-month readings now. The sign of Virgo. So with Virgo, I will then pick, and right in front of you, spiritly guided, of course, and always highlighted. So the highlighted is, like I said, the connection for this reading that has to do with the main 3 messages that come through. And then I read the oracle messages following, and that's for every single Virgo and every one of your connections and love connections, whatever they may be, because, you know, we all have connections with a lot of different people. So maybe the highlighted will connect, it went right to Virgo. Maybe the highlighted will be perfect for you. And if not, stay tuned, because there's always some kind of message that comes through that's pertinent for all relationships. So you have Pisces, which is so perfect. Well, let me talk a little bit about each sign, and then I'll go on with the messages for you. So Virgo, you are an earth sign. You are an incredibly grounded, intelligent, very down-to-earth, warm, you're symbolic, and your archetype is known as the Virgin. So you are an authentic and truly giving and caring person who generally deals with service to others. And you're also incredibly, like I said, intelligent. You're a mutable sign, and for an earth sign, that's beautiful, because your fellow earth signs, which are Taurus and Virgo, tend to be a little more stubborn, I guess. As far as being willing to change, there's a little bit more of a determination. So the combination of stubborn and determination is what gets them the places they go, and trust me, they go. And so do you. You all work so very, very hard and diligently. Very reliable, very accountable, very resourceful, very much, just organized. People know they can turn to you and say, what's happening a week from so-and-so, and you know it. You've got a plan. This is what you do. You're actually very, very, I consider a lot of Virgos almost perfectionists, because they want things so well organized, well advanced. They want everything just so, that you tend to be a little hard on yourself. So this is something that you work through in your lifetime, right? But yeah, you're just wanting to better and improve yourself. As a mutable sign, you're willing to be more open to changes. You're certainly versatile. You have a lot of versatility to you. In your field, whatever it may be, you always see yourself growing to the next level, whatever that may be. Like, if you're a nurse, then you become the doctor, and the doctor becomes a specialist, and so on. There's always this drive in you that's unmistakable and so beautiful. And you are ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is the mind. It is the thoughts. It's our ability to expand and grow and learn and share with others, to connect with others, to keep busy a lot of times. We do have Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius until the 20th, so just a couple more days. So hold on tight. My talking has been severely affected, which will happen with the retrograde. Communications can be a little mixed up and, misunderstood. Definitely technology tends to go a little awry, but that's all about to change. So not on the day, but usually a day or so after, and after the shadow period. So it feels good for you, because having been ruled by Mercury, there would be probably more indication of maybe a little more mishaps in the realm of maybe thoughts and trying to get your message across or convey your message. So hold tight, that won't be for long. And then what's really beautiful is your highlighted connection for today, which is Pisces, is your polar opposite. The polar opposite in the astrology is the one directly across from us in the astrology wheel. And it's also the one that we always have this kind of interesting connection with. There's that polar attraction. There's an opposition that's unmistakable for every single, sign that has their polar opposite. But that particular opposition is actually what makes it work so very well in many ways. Opposites attracting sort of thing. You know, fulfilling one's needs and missing maybe characteristics or, you know, personality traits that help to, you know, just balance each other out, you know, and complement each other so well. Now we have Pisces is the water element. Pisces is, today is the first day going into Pisces season. So that'll be happening, which is their sun sign time. The sun signs are when it's the day and the month we're born. It illuminates us. It gives us the ego and the drive to be who we want to be seen how we want to be seen, make our choices, make our, you know, decisions and ambitions, like I said, with great passion and whatnot. So that's what's happening right now for Pisces. So that's a really interesting, beautiful thing. And Pisces is known as the humanitarian sign, the sensual, the sensitive, the very, very devoted, selfless, service-oriented sign. And, you know, the fish, the water, the kind of going with the flow. There's two fish as a symbol going in two different directions. Always wanting it to just, what will be, que sera kind of attitude, right? And that works well, but at the same time, it's so different than Virgo, who's very matter of fact, very, very on point, very detailed, right? So this is where I say there's this meshing that works. You know, you both kind of really help balance each other out, and you both care a great deal about helping others, and that's a real beautiful, fundamental, you know, kind of place to come from that works well in regards to your connection. Also, the two of you are mutable signs, so, you know, that's a combination that works really well as well. Pisces are very adaptable, they're very changeable, they're known as the chameleon, you know, because they can be many things in many places. They have an art and creative side to them that's unmatched, so, you know, they have the ability to put this in forms of art of all types, music, writing, any type of medium. They're exceptionally good at that. They're psychically in tune to the currents and the, you know, the realms of life and things that most of us don't really feel necessarily or see. So that's something that can be very, very helpful to a grounded, you know, Virgo that wants to know that and understands the natural parts of life from the ground, and then the Piscean kind of goes up into the spiritual of the mind. So this is where you both can really grow and learn from each other, if nothing else. But there's great love, great compassion. There's a depth of consideration and caring that is unmistakable. And what's interesting too is we do have the moon went into Taurus, so that's very complementary to the fellow, you know, earth sign that you are, Virgo. So that's a complementary, harmonizing energy. And at the same time, Mars is still in Taurus. So Mars is the fiery, passionate, let's get things done, let's get fired up, getting that energy, right? That may be a little latent with the Mercury and has been. And also, it's because we're in winter. It's just the normal thing. It's like a hibernation time for all of us. So Virgo, you're starting to really feel this imagination coming through, this vitality and fire and kind of motivation coming back, you know. And the new moon didn't hurt any on the 11th, which was in Aquarius. Many, many planets are in Aquarius. That's complementary to you as well. It's the mind. It's information. It's thinking. It's growing. It's future thinking and forward movement. The two of you can really accelerate in many ways in this type of energy. And there's a lot of healing that takes place when we're in the season of Pisces. So whatever that may be, it could be physical, it could be spiritual, it could be the relationship. Positive influences, which is always a benefit. Now, you have free will in anything you do in life. These messages are here to guide you and to teach you perhaps, and to just give you that little bit more confidence and confirmation on things that you already feel like you know, but putting it into maybe a different perspective for you. The Hanged Man is the sign for Pisces, and that's definitely that. It's kind of waiting to get the answers from an intuitive and spiritual way, and knowing you've got that guidance, but also seeing things from a different perspective really can change a person's life in so many ways. That's what we're feeling, and that's what's being revealed right now. So let me read the 3 messages specifically under 3 categories for you. For this beautiful Virgo and Pisces connection that I'm reading to you about. And let me tell you, I can honestly say in my lifetime, and I'm getting up there, this is a long-term relationship. As I say, any type of earth energy generally, I mean, of course there's going to be breakups, there's going to be changes and things that need to happen in all of our lives. But I find that the earth element, regardless of who they're with, are going to be the ones who are going to make this work to the very, very end as best they can, you know, and that's longevity, that's permanence. That feels really good to someone like a Pisces who needs that grounded energy, right? Because they're 1 foot in the ground, 1 foot in the you know, the spiritual aspect at all times. So your first card is always the overall energy that brought you to this reading, and I always suggest, if you're new especially, that you go to the beginning of the month readings again, because they may be very important to kind of continue this story as it goes along. Your first card in overall energy is Justice. And there's nothing I like seeing more than that as a Libra myself. Now, Justice is a major arcana. Justice means that justice will be served. And this is so important right now. And it's interesting because Libra represents the sign of justice, and Libra is all about justice and the scales and balancing in all things, because when you balance things, it just makes everything work better. The moderation is always something to consider, the fairness, the equality, the just the, what am I trying to say, that simple word, you know, that's what the Mercury retrograde does. They're willing to compromise, basically, you know, comes to the forefront. But something is in your favor. And it could be just making a decision on, you know, that new house you're going to go and move into together or buy. Or, you know, just knowing that you had this particular lawsuit that's been pending, or a decision being made, and it's definitely going to be a yes, and it's going to be in your favor. So I'm a nosy tarot reader, and if you're interested at all and you want to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. It's a huge way to support my channel, but more importantly, you can comment to me and I will always respond if there's something that's really resonating and you're really connecting with. It's always such a beautiful, beautiful, you know, connection with us to be able to know that and know that, you know, Spirit is really speaking to you. So yes, Justice is a beautiful card to get, and it means so many things on so many different levels. So, but it means it's deserved, and it is karmic in some ways. Judgment is more karmic because judgment is already done. Judgment is things that we've done that bring things back, like that karma will do. What we reap, we sow. Justice is an answer and a finalization, something you may have been waiting for with this retrograde. Trust me, I understand that all too well. Answers have come through already and will continue to, and quickly, by the end of this retrograde for you. And things will become much more clear and they'll make more sense. The second category is always the possible blessings or obstacles. And you have, is this what I think it is? I want to say the Sun. This is a brand new deck that I love. I brought it out one other time and I felt compelled for the mid-months. I should have done it actually. No, I shouldn't say should, because it didn't happen. It wasn't feeling that way. But yesterday, it was the Leo featured, and Leo is bold and, you know, very fixed sign in a lot of ways, and, you know, just matter of fact. The reds, they're the bold, they're the black, and this is the beautiful tarot of the Queen's Tarot, which I love because the queens in the tarot deck represent our intuition, the feminine duality we all have. We have our feminine and masculine side in all of us. This promotes and, you know, instigates that part of us to be stronger and to be revealed and to help. It's always about helping with the most passion possible, you know, in a feminine way so that we can use our hearts. You know, the masculine is always kind of from the neck up, I would say, you know, and the ground can be masculine in some signs, but it is about that permanence and that kind of set way, but the heart is more flexible and very intelligent and very intuitive. So what this It's the moon, it's not the sun. So you have the moon. And the moon is very much equated to the water signs, particularly Cancer, who's ruled by the moon. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. All these cards are so beautifully illustrated. And I love that, and I love sharing that. But the moon is definitely about exactly what I'm saying. Reaching in and really understanding and trusting those intuitive hits. Trusting our dreams, which come very prevalent for most water signs, or all water signs actually, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. It's their gift, and sometimes it can be overwhelming because they take on a lot of energy from other people and other circumstances and the tides and the currents. They need rest time, they need time to, kind of reside within themselves and allow themselves times to be alone and be still and to listen and to be calm and to recharge themselves. But also the moon is definitely about illuminating things, ending and culminating things that no longer serve us and that aren't for our highest good. And that's exactly what this is presenting. We have the full moon coming in the sign of Virgo. There you are again, Virgo. This is the practical, this is the let's see what we can do that's going to make it right in a more detailed and, grounded manner, right? Not too frivolous, not too over the top. That's the kind of loving and simplistic way of looking at it, more subdued at times, but very, very strong nonetheless. So yes, you have that beautiful possible blessings or obstacles. The only thing I would think is an obstacle, of course I'm not you, but just in general, is that you're waiting. You're still waiting because things are a little obscure. You're not 100% sure. I would imagine from what I'm feeling and what I'm sensing and what I've understood from other readings and such, is that full moon will absolutely seal the deal and some powerful, beautiful information will come through for you. And once again, that will be in Virgo. And that's usually about healing as well. So things will be handled. All the misunderstandings from the retrograde can kind of be cleared up. That's pretty much going past the shadows period. So it's beautiful. So I like that. That's beautiful. It's very relative to what's happening in the astrology end of things. And the last but not least is the category of finances. And this is about your finances, of course. It's about the money you need, the money we all need, the energy of money, which is what it is. And knowing that, there's so many ways to receive it and to manifest that. And that's what I think this whole year with the Aquarian energy is going to be about. Breaking free of the traditional way of seeing things and allowing yourself to open up to new perspectives, intellectually, but just as far as technology, ruled by Uranus. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is unpredictability and surprises and out-of-the-box thinking, creativity and innovativeness and, just new ways of doing things new way. I mean, we've certainly experienced that in the last year, and it's just going to keep going for years to come. Science, medicine, those are the predominant, energies that Uranus provides for us. And the knowledge and the insight and the studies that are going on and continue to as long as we're living in, in this realm, this beautiful manifesting realm of Earth. And you have the strength. So this tells you you absolutely have the strength. You have the strength to do whatever it is you need to do, whether it be physical, mental, emotional. You've always got that strength. You just need to go within and ask for that guidance and maybe help. Watch tarot readings. Go to someone that you want to speak to that can get you back in touch with your real, true resources, and what you have that you can offer. And know that if you've been under the weather or you're concerned or you're over worried, that strength is in you. Just ask for it and dig deep. It will be there for you and for everybody. It always is. And ask for help. Ask for others to assist you. The strength is the card of Leo. And I did Leo's reading yesterday as the highlighted. But Leo is the fire and the ego that helps us. People say, oh, the ego is... it can be so destructive. And yeah, if we're on the shadow side, and there's shadow sides of all of us in our personalities, we're human. And yet that beautiful Leo kind of energy that helps us to see there's strength, there's courage, there's, there is ego to get us going, to give us that impetus, right? And just know that, you know, information is coming through the moon, and, you know, the justice is served, and you'll have the strength you need to sustain yourself. And whatever that may be, you may have to take a new course. You may have to learn an entire new job and study. Just sit with it and know that it's right and it's good. And if that attitude is there, and the attitude of gratitude, of course, things will work out exactly the way you need them to. Just give them time and patience as well. I love that reading for you. It has a lot of strength and beautiful things to offer you, and positivity. And then if it's nothing other than this relationship, it has great potential. And I'm excited to read that for you. So I'm going to move on to the Oracle messages, which is for every single Virgo and every one of your connections. So if the Pisces wasn't the one you were specifically thinking of, there could be a very important message in here that will just hit home. So hopefully that's the case. And sometimes it takes a while for the messages to ring true, but whenever you watch, this is perfect. So this beautiful deck, oh, that just came out, is the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is pretty much what it says. It's got the wisdom that's, you know, beyond our minds at times, but we can connect with it and we can become one with that at all times. And it looks like I got two. I'll be darned. So we have, and I'm going to read both because they came out. And it's interesting, the one was upside down. And I remember hearing from Colette Barry-Mead, who makes this beautiful deck and creates it, and she's an amazing, you know, spiritual leader for many years. She said, don't disregard the reverse cards, you know, because I used to turn them all up and go, I don't want to deal with that. It's important to know this, okay? These reversals are as much an indicator of teaching and wisdom and guidance to you than the ones that are upright. So I'll read to you exactly what it says. First of all, the first one for you is 44, which is 8. And 8 is all about manifestation and power and abundance in numerology, the most abundant number there is. And you have the thinker. And how appropriate, you know, because I know, not unlike, but very much like the Aquarian, the mind, the thinker, the masculine, you know, everything's about their thoughts. They're detached from their emotions a lot of times. Well, Pisceans are extremely emotional, but they also think constantly, sometimes too much, right? And then Virgos are extremely thinking because they're analytical, they're ruled by Mercury, so this is absolutely perfect for you, Virgo, in all of your connections. And to know that thinking is, of course, a part of the equation. It's not all of it, but it's essential. Milk and honey was the one that was upside down, and I think that's self-explanatory, but I'll read to you from both of them. So the book says more than I can say, and I love relying on it because it's worded so beautifully. So the first one is, as I said, milk and honey, and this is 44. I believe that's the last one, isn't it? Also, you know, that reminds me of angels. Nope, there's more than 44. Okay. 45, 44. All right, so essential meaning, strategy, being analytical and logical. That's exactly what kind of energy we're in. So you're really taking this on, Virgo, and you fully immerse yourself in it. And I love this connection for you. It works very well. There's a lot of synchronicity for you in this. The Oracle message, the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct. For this moment, there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. I like that, not having to be confused, you know, and all these things that happen when we think too much, actually. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple, and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. Absolutely beautiful. Milk and honey, 51. 51, I guess there's 52. 50 and 51. 50, 51, that's funny. Essential meanings, the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. The Oracle message, you're entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you are in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are living a part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. When it is reversed, there's just a waiting. There's more of just a waiting. We're in the retrograde. A lot of cards are reversed right now. It doesn't mean it's not happening. Of course it happens, and of course you are equally and most assuredly, deserving and absolutely a part of this. So while waiting, you do the thinking, and then that's the whole picture, right? That's how we manifest. That is the law of attraction. So just know this is happening. The moon will reveal. You've got the strength to do whatever it can, and justice is on your side, Virgo. So this is gorgeous. I love this reading for you. I'm going to finish it off with the Super Attractor Manifestation message, which is also how to manifest the life you want, how to feel it into reality, and to have the synchronicity with that as well, like attracts like, and not to think one way and feel it different. That will not accomplish the manifestations you want. So it just reminds us from pure love and upliftment to us. So your message for every single Virgo and every single relationship you have, and I pray that you're thriving in all of them. I accept the good things that come easily. I accept that good things come easily. I am a super attractor. And that's exactly what you are, and there's your star, and there's the star that represents Aquarius, and Aquarius is about our thoughts and ideas and our dreams, and never letting go of them. Aquarius is a fixed sign too. When they're set, they're set. So that's a beautiful, beautiful way to start our day, to end our day, to say it thousands of times during the day, and feel the energy changing within us and then around us. Love this for you. Love that you would be here and take the time with me. It is my passion, it is my purpose, and I hope to see you again sometime. Come on back. At the end of the month, after the second mid-readings, I do bonus readings, and sometimes Virgos come up, of course. It just depends what Spirit wants. But take extremely good care of yourself and hold on to those dreams. They will not disappoint you. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye for now.